project, you need tissue paper, scissors, string or dental floss, a piece of styrofoam, I recommend no smaller than this, and a hot glue gun and glue sticks. First, you want to trace the shape that you will be making with a marker, so just draw on your styrofoam, and since I'm making a letter, that's what I'm drawing, and the lines don't have to be precise or straight, as you can see mine are not, because you are going to be gluing big flowers on and you won't be able to tell whether or not the line. Traced your shape, you can begin cutting it out, and it is a bit difficult to cut the styrofoam with scissors, as you can see, but I tried this method of cutting chunks out, and then eventually I used it more like a knife, which I found to be easier. So you can try whichever way you like, and it does make a huge mess. The styrofoam gets all over the floor. So I recommend putting a cloth down or doing this somewhere where it's easy to clean up a mess. You want to stack 6 sheets of tissue paper and cut them into 6-inch squares, so 6 inches by 6 inches. And they don't have to be perfect or anything, but that is folding them like this in an accordion type fold, and my folds were about 1 inch each. They don't have to be any exact size, but around 1 inch is good. And you want to fold them into this accordion shape, as you can see here, and then you're going to tie the middle with your string or dental floss. I find is good. And cut the extra string off, and then once you have that, you're going to make sure that your string is in the middle, and then cut the ends so that they're rounded. And then once you have this, you're going to begin unfolding your flower, and because this flower is going to be glued down, there will be one side that we won't see, so you can just pull the tissue paper up on one side instead of making a spherical flower. And yeah, it's okay if you rip your tissue paper a little bit, it's not that big of a deal. And they should look like this when you're done. Now, once you have your shape and your flowers, you can begin gluing them on with hot glue and I didn't really have any exact pattern. I just kind of glued them along as I went. And I think I used about 25 flowers, but I did end up cutting some smaller ones later instead of continuing to use the 6x6 squares. So they were probably about 4 inches, and I just decided to do that so that they could fill in some gaps that ended up being left in my letter. And here's the finished product. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.